Lovely Runner's skyrocketing ratings are no accident. The cast poured their hearts and souls into the production, following specific rules that helped shape the show into the success that it is today. Even though Woo Seok and Hye Yoon's chemistry looks very natural, it was actually a whole process for them to get comfortable with each other. Their chemistry is currently being praised for coming across as very authentic, and it turns out this was all thanks to Hye Yoon's great mentorship. Speaking about their time on set together, Woo Seok said, "My chemistry with actress Kim Hye Yoon was so good that it cannot be expressed in words." He expressed that initially he had his worries about his own performance, but he had faith that Hye Yoon had a lot of experience in the romantic comedy genre, so that put his mind at ease. In the end, they overcame their struggles and put on a show that really impressed the audience. For Lovely Runner, Woo Seok had to change his image completely. He left a strong impression on the public as an icon of youth, starting with his role in Record of Youth and the movie's 20th Century Girl and Soulmate. He expressed that he thinks he's still at the beginning stage as an actor, meaning he really needed to pick up more roles that could help him grow professionally. Woo Seok explained that the duality of his character in Lovely Runner really attracted him to the role, since playing his antagonistic side would be a fun challenge. As Sunjae is the vocalist of a popular band, Woo Seok had to learn a lot to get in character. He completely immersed himself in the complexities of portraying the two distinct versions of Sunjae in the drama. He explained that for the younger Sunjae, he focused on capturing his raw purity and unrestrained passion. These qualities were central to his character at that point in his life, so he tried to the best of his ability to reflect that. In contrast, for the present-day Sunjae, he aimed to maintain his kindness, but at the same time showcase how time and experience redefined his demeanor. The goal was to portray a character that grew and matured, but still retained his core values. Not only did Woo Seok have to nail his character's personality, he also had to work on his singing skills. Since Lovely Runner is obviously about a band, it features several musical moments, requiring the cast to showcase their vocal and musical talents. It turns out that when Sunjae sings, it's actually Woo Seok singing with his real voice, which is very impressive since he wasn't a singer prior to the drama. It's not clear whether he took singing classes or how he practiced his performances, but it's safe to assume he probably got some kind of training before filming. Judging from the behind-the-scenes footage, Woo Seok also had to do some of his stunts himself. In episode 8, he got into a physical fight, and it looks like they didn't even use a stunt double for this. They were rehearsing the fighting choreography themselves because it wasn't a very complicated one. He was even managing the props on his own, showing that he probably has more than enough experience to do the simple fighting scenes himself. Hye Yoon also had to do her fair share of preparing, as this was the first time she was playing a character in her 30s. She opened up a bit about her initial experience with the script for the drama. She admitted it captivated her almost immediately, but it also made her feel pressured because she started questioning whether she could portray Im-sol well enough. She explained it was a pleasant type of pressure though, because this role seemed like a challenge, which really excited her. Im-sol marked the oldest character she's ever played, which was a very unique opportunity for her. In order to really capture the essence of her character, Hye Yoon had to step out of her comfort zone, and she managed to do that amazingly. But before we continue with truly shocking things the cast did on set, we would like to share great news with you. May brings us a great lineup of new K-dramas, but as you already know, it's sometimes almost impossible to watch them on time. Sure, you can use some strange website with poor video quality and get a virus on top of that, or you can actually get Surfshark VPN, the sponsor of today's video, and watch your favorite K-dramas safely on the day of their release. Recently, Frankly Speaking started to come out weekly on Netflix. Watching Go Kyung-pyo is always a treat, and this time he's back in the traditional K-drama fashion with a hilarious rom-com. Although the drama is available on Netflix, some viewers often encounter problems because of location restrictions and delayed releases in certain regions. For instance, by selecting South Korea's IP address, you can enjoy new episodes of Frankly Speaking and numerous other dramas as soon as they're released. And on top of that, Surfshark VPN ensures protection against hackers and other online threats when browsing the internet or using public Wi-Fi. So thanks to Surfshark VPN sponsoring our video, you can now secure your privacy and stream more Korean content without a hitch. What's more, if you enter coupon code MISSK, you'll get an extra 3 months free at surfshark.deals/MissK. Or you can scan our QR code to get there effortlessly. Each cast member has their own way of preparing for their role, and Song Gan-hee has a very interesting one. He surprised us by playing the role of Kim Tae-song, a flamboyant bassist that quite literally stole the show. For him, immersing himself in a role goes beyond simply memorizing lines and rehearsing scenes. To really get in character, he likes to create a personal playlist that reminds him of the person he's supposed to play. The way he curates this playlist is by collecting songs that remind him of the character. Once the playlist is set up, he listens to it when he's reading the script or thinking about the role to really get in the feelings of his character, to explore the character's mindset and emotions. Gan-hee also likes to write diary entries, not just from his own perspective, but also from the characters. By doing this, he goes beyond just acting and truly embodies the character he plays, bringing them to life with a type of authenticity that resonates with the audience a lot better. Next up is a funny rule involving Hye-yoon, who's known to be petite as she's only 160 centimeters tall. This is a big contrast compared to Woo Seok, who completely towers over her with his 189 centimeters. This 29 centimeter height difference presented quite the challenge during filming. To bridge the physical gap between them, the crew came up with some pretty creative solutions. It basically became accustomed to carry apple boxes around on set, ready to adjust the height of furniture or props whenever needed. Camera angles are also often adjusted to ensure a more natural looking dynamic between the two. Hye-yoon herself revealed another hilarious solution, sharing that she constantly walked around in high heels or platform shoes. Looking back, she laughs at the lengths they went to create a seamless visual experience for viewers, adding yet another layer of charm to their already perfect on-screen chemistry. Speaking of chemistry, the two obviously had to film a lot of romantic scenes, and in order to get them right, they were ordered around by the director, who was telling them not to be afraid to get handsy with each other. He actively participated in orchestrating the scenes, instructing the two on how they should move, even adjusting their angles as they practiced. Hye-yoon explained the director is like a teacher, and that following his rules is actually really helpful when filming skinship scenes. Both actors really found the opinion of the director to be important, as they constantly asked for his approval. At some point, Woo Seok got criticized for being a little too aggressive during a kissing scene, so he was asked to take a step back and approach the scene a little more slowly. The behind-the-scenes footage of them retaking the scene is actually pretty hilarious because the two got so flustered. Woo Seok approached Hye-yoon a lot more cautiously and kissed her very softly. The minute the director yelled "cut," they stared at each other awkwardly, not being able to hide their embarrassment. The director really made them go all out because for episode 2, Woo Seok and Hye-yoon had to film a scene in the pool. For this one, they actually had to jump in the freezing water, and it's an understatement to say that Hye-yoon was struggling. She kept heavy breathing and rubbing her eyes, suggesting that the chloride in the water was probably bothering her a little. In the end, it was all worth the effort, but this was probably Hye-yoon's least favorite moment on set. The rest of the cast also had to do more than just memorize the script. Woo Seok had to work on his vocals, but the others had to make it look like they can really play the instruments that their characters master. Forming a fake band isn't that easy and takes quite some effort. Fans have been going crazy over the band, even urging the production team to let them perform on real-life music programs. It looks like in the future they might actually have to get on stage, as a representative said. "We are preparing special events in order to meet the demands of the viewers, but in order to make these events happen, we need louder voices from the fans." So stay tuned because they just might make it big.